Hi! Welcome to this video on Obversion. To begin with our discussion, we will define what is obversion first. Obversion is simply the process of stating negatively what is given positively, or to express positively what is given negatively. In obversion, the given proposition is called the overten, while the proposition derived from overten is called the obverse. For example, every Christian is a believer of Jesus Christ. This given proposition is the overten, and we have to express this in a negative proposition. That's why our obverse would become no Christian is a non-believer of Jesus Christ. There are three rules of obversion. Rule number 1, retain the subject term, including its quantity. In the given proposition, the subject term is Christian and the quantity of the term is universal. That's why, to follow rule number 1, we retain the quantity of the subject term. We also have a universal subject term in the obverse. Rule number 2, negate the copula or change the quality of the copula from positive to negative or from negative to positive. In the given proposition, we have a positive copula because we have a positive proposition. So in our obverse, we negate it in order to follow rule number 2. Rule number 3, contradict the predicate term. The contradiction of any term consists in its simple denial. For example, the predicate term in the given proposition is the term believer. In our obverse, we contradict that by adding a prefix. That's why we have a predicate term non-believer. The safest way to contradict is to prefix on or none. It is not always safe to use the prefixes in, ir, or im because they do not always effect a denial. For example, the term material. If you will use the term immaterial as contradiction to the term material, the term immaterial could not be the contradiction of the term material because the term immaterial could mean something not relevant. And for the term legal, to contradict it by having the term illegal is not a contradiction to the term legal because the term legal could also mean something unlawful. The version of proposition A, E, I, and O. proposition A overts to E. For example, every good teacher is creative. So the obverse is no good teacher is uncreative. By the way, we use the small letter Q for the contradicted predicate term for the purpose of our discussion. E overts to A. For example, no honest person is untrustworthy. The obverse is every honest person is trustworthy. I overts to O. For example, some men are physically insecure. Our obverse is some men are not physically secure. The O proposition overts to I. For example, some mangoes are not ripe. The obverse is some mangoes are ripe. The truth value of the overtent and obverse. Because the overtent and the obverse express the same thing, both have the same truth value. If the overtent is true, the obverse is also true. If false, the obverse is also false. Thank you.